There's a version of Barry Allen's life that almost nobody talks about. A timeline where everything he is, everything he becomes, and everyone he knows shifts into something completely different. And the craziest part? It all starts with one moment that doesn't happen. In this timeline, Barry gets his powers in the year 2020, not 2014. And the reason why tells you everything about how differently this world unfolds. Because in this reality, the particle accelerator actually works. It launches successfully. No explosion, no sabotage, no hidden agenda. Harrison Wells and Tess Morgan are alive and well because Thawne never causes the crash that kills them and steals Wells' identity. And because the accelerator wasn't tampered with, Barry never falls into a 9-month coma. He wakes up quickly, stronger than ever, and fully conscious of what's happening to him. But here's where the story bends. Thawne never needed Barry in a coma for 9 months. He needed Barry on the brink of death. He needed Joe desperate enough to let him near Barry. That's how he gets access. That's how he positions himself. That's how he starts manipulating him. In this timeline, that leverage never exists. Barry survives, Barry recovers, Barry thinks clearly, and without Team Flash, he starts building his own answers. He creates Gideon, a tool that eventually becomes so advanced it helps him found the Justice League. Think about that. Barry Allen becomes the architect of the future. Not Wells, not Thawne, not the team. Him. But the changes keep stacking. Barry still marries Iris, just later in life. Because without growing up in the same house, without that childhood bond and shared trauma, their relationship doesn't form until much later. The chemistry is still there. It just takes longer to unfold. And their children? They're the Tornado Twins, Dawn and Don Allen. Nora and Bart aren't their kids anymore. They're their grandchildren. Nora becomes Jenny Ognatz, which makes sense, because Barry wouldn't name a daughter after his mother if his mother never died in this timeline. But the biggest shift is Barry himself. He's older when he gets his powers. He's more mature, more stable emotionally. And without Team Flash constantly pulling him toward mercy, Barry becomes not darker, but more final. If the only way to defeat a villain is to unalive them, Barry does it, not casually, but as a last resort, without hesitation. He's not reckless. He's not vengeful. He's just decisive. And here's the twist people miss. Barry becomes a better speedster than Thawne. That whole speech Thawne gives about how Barry is destined to lose and how they're equals across time, yeah, that's not prophecy. That's insecurity. Thawne despises Barry. He was absolutely trying to end him every chance he had. The only reason Barry didn't end him was because he didn't need to. Or, depending on which characters Thawne took from Barry, maybe Barry had every reason to do it and still held back. But the timeline keeps branching. Eddie lives. He never sacrifices himself to stop Thawne because Thawne never reaches that point of desperation. Ronnie lives too. No singularity, no heroic sacrifice, just a man who gets to remain with the people he loves. Barry never becomes a CSI to investigate his mother's death because she's alive. So he never travels to Star City to investigate metahumans, meaning he doesn't meet Oliver Queen under the same circumstances. Cisco might still develop powers, but Caitlin likely never becomes Killer Frost. Flashpoint rewrote her life, so Frost